there, I'm meteorologist Trevor Birchett with ABC24 in Memphis. Saturday is a weather impact alert day because of the threat of heavy flooding rain and even some severe weather by the evening. Let's talk about that weekend forecast. Again, this is all going down on Saturday. We're pretty much going to have rain all day Saturday. Sun up to sundown, we are going to have heavy rain throughout the day. That poses a flooding threat, number one, with several inches of rain possible. And then by Saturday evening, in addition to the flooding threat, there's a potential for some severe weather, at least in parts of the Mid-South. Now, this will clear out Sunday. We get a little cooler as that cold front comes down. Sun shines back Sunday with a high near 41. So if you need to do anything this weekend, try to avoid going outside Saturday because it is going to be a really nasty day. Sunday looks a little better with more sunshine, but it is going to be a little bit cooler as well. Again, Saturday is a weather impact alert day. We're calling it that because of the extreme impact the weather is going to have on you. We already talked about the heavy rain and flooding threat. And again, there's also that threat of some severe thunderstorms by Saturday evening and Saturday night. So what you need to do for Saturday, keep an eye on the weather. Make sure you have a way to get weather alerts in case one is issued for your neighborhood. And if you live near an area that typically floods when we get heavy rain, I would plan for flooding on Saturday because it does look like that is a real potential. Now, this is your severe weather outlook for Saturday. It does look like, for the most part, the threat is going to be lower to the north and then higher the further south you go. So places like Dyersburg, Blytheville, Harrisburg, Truman, Wynn, they are in a level 1 out of 5 risk. That is a pretty low risk. I think there's a risk of flooding up here, but other than that, I don't expect much severe weather. The risk gets a little higher once you get to Interstate 40. We go to a level 2 risk in yellow. That's slightly higher, a level 2 out of 5 for Memphis and parts of North Mississippi. And then even further south, Clarksdale, Batesville, Oxford, they are in a level 3 out of 5. That is a medium risk for severe weather. So again, the further south you are, especially south of Interstate 40, that is where that severe weather risk is going to be a little bit higher. And this is why I want to show you our storm energy. What this is showing not only is the storm energy that the storms need to form, but also the wind energy and the rotation energy that the storms need to produce a tornado. So this is overall going to give us a really good idea of where the highest severe weather potential is. And as we go through the day Saturday, notice that most of the risk stays south of Interstate 40. That's why I'm saying if you live along and south of Interstate 40, that is where the risk is highest, and especially in North Mississippi. Notice that storm energy kind of has a bullseye right over North Mississippi, a little bit into Memphis, but I really think the highest risk of severe weather, damaging winds and tornadoes, will be in North Mississippi on Saturday evening. Now let's talk about the timing a little bit. If you are trying to plan your Saturday, I want to kind of give you an idea of what this all looks like. I'm going to start the hour-by-hour radar off Friday at 6 p.m. Friday will be dry, don't have any rain, but by Friday night, the rain will creep in, and it will already be raining Saturday morning. Let's get the clock forward to about 8 a.m. Saturday. So this is early Saturday morning. We already see rain all across the radar, and it's heavy in spots. Where these yellow colors are, that's where there is some heavy rain. It seems like the heaviest rain will be in West Tennessee. That's where we could really see some flooding concerns. And notice how that rain just continues to pump in. We have so much moisture that's going to be coming into the Mid-South. We are just going to have round after round after round of rain on Saturday. Again, it's going to be raining Saturday morning and continue pretty much all day, and it could be heavy at times. That's why I'm getting a little concerned about a flooding potential. But then what happens is by Saturday evening, these storms kind of form a line, and it's that line of thunderstorms that could be severe. So we're looking around the dinner time frame for severe weather. So flooding and heavy rain is possible all day. But for severe weather, it's going to be right around dinner time and then into the overnight hours. So there's that line of storms near Memphis by about 6 p.m., crossing into North Mississippi and West Tennessee by 8 or 9 p.m., and then clearing out of the Mid-South by midnight. So in general, 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. That's the window where some storms could be severe. And again, when we say severe thunderstorms, we're talking about damaging wind gusts. That is a possibility, a medium risk in some of these storms. We could see wind gusts of 60 plus miles an hour, which could lead to power outages. The tornado risk is low, but it's not zero. I believe there is at least a chance of some tornadoes. That risk is highest down in North Mississippi. So we're going to have to watch that carefully. Again, it's a low risk, but it is a risk we're going to have to watch. Same thing with hail. It's a pretty low risk this time around, but it is possible. By far with this system on Saturday, the highest risk is heavy rain. 2 to 5 inches of rain across the Mid-South. Bear in mind, through the week, we already picked up 2 to 3 inches of rain. So we're adding another 2 to 5 inches of rain on top of that. We've already seen those little creeks and streams rise. We're going to see it more on Saturday with several inches of rain all coming in one day. This is your rainfall forecast for Saturday. We're looking at 2 to 4 inches of rain in most of the Mid-South, but there is a potential in West Tennessee. Notice that stripe of heavier rain. We could see some areas that see 4 to 6 inches of rain on Saturday in West Tennessee. So everybody's seeing at least 2 to 4 inches. Some spots in West Tennessee could see a little more than that. And because of that, the Mid-South is under a flood watch. All day Saturday, a flood watch will be in effect. And again, that's mainly for areas, number one, that typically flood. If you live in a zone that is used to that flooding, it floods every time it rains. We get those intersections that always do that. But also if you live near a creek or a stream, because those areas will see the water kind of collect and rise really quickly. So if you live near one of those small waterways in your neighborhood, or if you live in a low-lying area that typically floods, we could definitely see some flooding on Saturday, again with several inches of rain. The best thing to do is just download the ABC24 app. It is a totally free download for iPhone and Android. Just search ABC24 in your app store or in Google Play, and we can get that app to you. It's totally free. We have the radar there, the hour-by-hour forecast, the 7-day forecast. Weather cameras are now on the app. And if we do have severe weather and we do a live stream, you can watch that live stream right on your phone, regardless of if the power is out or not. You'll always have it right there in the palm of your hand. But just to kind of recap for you, if you're just joining us, we do have a weather impact alert day for Saturday. Biggest threat is heavy rain and flash flooding. 2 to 5 inches of rain are possible. So if you live in a zone that typically floods, we could see flooding on Saturday throughout the day. And then there's a secondary risk of severe weather. That's mainly going to be in the evening hours, right around dinner time, and especially in North Mississippi. That is the highest risk of severe weather. Those areas could see damaging wind gusts, and we can't completely rule out a tornado. So like we said, stay connected with the ABC24 app through the day Saturday as those storms roll on in. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Friday, of course, dry, a high near 51. Saturday, there's that weather impact alert day. We get all the way to 66 on Saturday, so it's going to be plenty warm and plenty muggy. We'll see rain all day that could lead to flooding, and then by the evening hours, there's a chance for severe weather, damaging wind gusts. Can't completely rule out a tornado, especially in North Mississippi. So you really want to stay tuned to the weather all day Saturday, but especially Saturday evening around dinner time. That's where those storms could really ramp up. Now after that, we cool back down. 41 with sunshine Sunday. We'll stay in the 30s and 40s early next week. Sunshine Monday, a few more clouds Tuesday. And then it looks like we're going to get another system Tuesday night and Wednesday. That's going to do a couple of things. It's going to bring in some cooler weather, and it's also going to bring in some rain showers on Wednesday. Notice your high temperature is 36 degrees, but your morning low is 25. So early Wednesday morning, late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning, there could be a bit of a rain-snow mix. I think most of it in Memphis is rain, but there could be some snow that mixes in, especially north of I-40 if you live up near Dyersburg, Blytheville, those areas. We could see a bit of a rain-snow mix Wednesday. It's a bit too early to pin down specific details on how much we could see. Right now, it doesn't look like a major winter storm, at least not to me. I don't think it's going to be anything like we saw last month where we were seeing 8 inches of snow in some neighborhoods, but there could be a bit of a rain-snow mix on Wednesday. I just wanted to give you kind of an early heads up to that so you're prepared. Of course, we'll have more updates on that as we get further into this weekend and into next week as we kind of fine-tune the forecast and get a better idea of exactly what the impacts might be. But again, there could be a bit of a rain-snow mix Wednesday, high near 36, and then colder on Thursday with a high near 32 degrees. Again, we have the ABC24 app. That's a free download, best way to stay ahead of the weather. You can also continue watching us right here on ABC24 Plus, live, local, and always on. It's also totally free, and that is for your TV. Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, wherever you stream, just search ABC24 Memphis News. We'll have the latest breaking weather coverage there. If storms start to get bad on Saturday, we will be live with an update. But again, the latest information anytime, ABC24, the ABC24 app. Bottom line is we just want you to stay safe and keep an eye on the weather Saturday. Heavy rain and flash flooding possible. We also could have some severe thunderstorms Saturday evening that produce damaging winds or maybe even a tornado down in North Mississippi. I'm meteorologist Trevor Birchett. Stay ahead of the forecast and stay safe.